And welcome back to NYSE TV Live. Well, ahead of this year's Cannes Lions event, consumer insights platform Zappi released its third annual State of Creative Effectiveness report with insights from VaynerMedia. Joining me now with more is Steve Phillips, Zappi's co-founder and chief innovation officer. Steve, thank you so much for joining. We are all looking forward to Cannes kicking off next week. You're joining from London, and of course, the NYSE is going to have a presence on the ground there. What is this festival all about?
Well, Cannes Lions is a festival of creativity. So it's all about advertising, understanding and judging great creative across the world. So it has entries from all over the world and some brilliant creative geniuses coming from behind it. But it's not all sort of sunshine and rosé, unfortunately, nowadays. The budget cuts we've seen, Gartner reported on it last week, of 15% year on year for marketing. And the budgets generally for marketing are down around 30% since the pandemic. So nowadays, people are looking much harder at the advertising they're creating, making sure it really delivers for brands and not just is creative for creative's sake, or even media for media's sake. So that's what we'll be hopefully helping companies with.
Yeah, so what do you anticipate will come out of Cannes this year? And for our viewers watching who might not be very familiar with the festival, how exactly does it unfold on the ground?
Well, the film festival is obviously on a couple of weeks before, and Cannes is really overtaken by the festival. So there's obviously main stages with brilliant speakers from across the world of advertising, of business, celebrities, etc. Plus a lot of individual spaces where companies and topics are discussed. People come together to talk about ideas, to see. Obviously, artificial intelligence will be a major issue and major subject of debate this year, as it has been for the last year or two. So it's a chance for brands, for advertising agencies, for insight people, professionals to come together with media companies to try and understand the best way of working with these brands to execute great creative that really drives the needle in terms of performance instead of just winning an award for the award's sake.
Yeah, I do want to ask you, with your intel here, what is driving sales from a marketing and advertising perspective these days?
So definitely it's emotion. So there's so many messages around, so many brands that consumers can feel overwhelmed, and they really need to create an emotional resonance, an emotional connection with brands. So advertising that initiates that is really significantly stronger in terms of sales impact. So what we've seen is if you're in the top 25% of sales impact, 25% of creative effectiveness, you'll have double the sales impact as if you weren't. So that emotional connection is really key. Some brands just look to things like celebrities to try and use their celebrity appeal. But we found that celebrities, they can help, but they often will help the celebrity more than the brand. So one of the other major findings is making sure that any celebrity endorsement is endorsing your brand and not instead building the brand of the celebrity themselves.
Yeah. How is effectiveness built in to make sure that these do resonate and are successful?
Sure, we're looking at effectiveness in multiple ways. So obviously there's a media side of the component. So you're looking at media effectiveness, its rate, its reach. But then you're looking at the creative side, which is much more about resonance. So do people feel engaged with the ad? Can they see themselves in it? Does it make the brand feel more relevant to them? Those are the types of metrics that we're looking to help brands push forward with and using our platform to optimize, because if they can do that, then we've seen a significant correlation with end sales effectiveness.
Are you going to be on the ground, Steve?
I am indeed hoping to make the odd yacht party or two, but also I'm speaking at various different events across the week, talking about AI, insight, effectiveness, and how we can together improve the marketing of our brands.
Is there a way to quantify just how palpable and effective AI really is?
So AI is really helping execute efficiency, but is less strong on the terms of effectiveness. So if companies are using it just to maximize the click-through rate of a digital campaign, then that is useful. But if the campaign itself doesn't attract people to the brand, then they're sort of spending their money for no reason. So what we've seen is the use of AI to help understand consumers, drive relevance, but you really need that human creativity to create the emotional connection that brands really need to be able to cut through.
All right. Thank you so much for joining. That's Steve Phillips. He's Zappi's co-founder and chief innovation officer. Thank you again.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yep.